I'm Sid Garza-Hillman, and this is Chef Sadhana Berkow.
Hi.
We're from the Stanford in Ravens restaurant. Sadhana is our chef instructor that teaches our classes and also helps come up with our amazing dishes. So what are we making today?
Today we're making this amazing...
No, I don't like that.
Stop
I'm joking.
it.
What do you mean?
I actually had to think about it because I can't remember how to pronounce it. It's guacamole and hummus, but in my head I keep saying guacamus, which sounds more like, I don't know, an eye disease.
But it's
so
guacamus.
it's guacamus.
Guacamus.
We're making guacamus today.
Why wouldn't we just make hummus?
Well, hummus is really good and creamy, but if you want to make it even more supercharged, you can add avocados. And if you have a funky looking avocado, I made sure to pick some funky ones.
That's
It looks
funky.
like it needs to be used like right away, like this baby's screaming like use me, right?
Okay.
You just chop them up or mash them up, put them in your hummus. It's delicious.
Easy recipe.
Pretty easy.
So we like at Ravens, we love a lot of extra added oil and extra refined sugar, right? Is that what we do?
He's totally joking right now. He's pulling your leg. He's pulling my leg.
What do we
You can't
need?
see
What
it.
do we use?
We're using whole foods.
Mostly whole foods.
Yeah, mostly whole foods. And we're using tahini to cream it up. In fact, the recipe calls for oil, but let's just ditch it.
Okay,
Let's
we're
throw
gonna ditch
it out the
oil.
window.
We're
We're
gonna
throwing
ditch
it
oil.
out the window.
And we're gonna take a bite at the end, and we're gonna go, oh my god, that's so good, and that therefore you know it works.
So what we've done is soak some garbanzo beans overnight and then put them in double or triple the amount of water. Triple to be safe, double will do it. So this that you see hanging down right there is a nice piece of local kombu. So the kombu comes from the sea. It helps aid in the digestion of the garbanzo beans. So what we've done is the soaked garbanzo beans we've put into the pot with triple the amount of water, some salt and kombu. We've cooked them until they're soft. That actually took about 2 hours. So by soft, I mean when you pick it up, you can squeeze it just like that. And you can pop it in your mouth just to know there isn't any crunch there. So now we're gonna strain these cooled beans into a bowl, reserve some of that water in case we need it to cream up or thin out the hummus mixture. So now I'm gonna take these strained garbanzo beans and place them into the Cuisinart or blender, whatever you have. Into that, we're gonna add a little bit of salt. About 2 teaspoons to start. A pinch of cumin powder, so about a half a teaspoon. A little goes a long way. Some roasted garlic cloves. Now I roasted these babies at 350 for about 15 minutes. So let's put in about 5. So as I'm blending these guys up, I'm gonna add in a little bit of tahini and then some of the bean juice if needed. So that was about 1/8 of a cup. We're gonna add 1 more 1/8 and get about 1/4. So here's what it looks like without adding the bean juice, just the garbanzo beans and the tahini. So you can see that it's a little bit on the thick and chunky side, and we're gonna add a little bit of the water and lemon juice to thin it out a bit so it's a little bit thinner. So here I go with adding a little bit of that bean juice just to make it a thinner consistency. Now I'm gonna squeeze half a lemon to start. And if you don't have lemon, a really cool product that you can use for a lemon replacer is golden balsamic. So if you have some on hand at all times and you don't happen to have a lemon, you can just throw a teaspoon or 2 of that in too. Here we go. So I've been processing this hummus for about 2 minutes. You wanna make sure you get it really nice and creamy and none of those little chunks of the beans remain. Now I'm gonna cut up some avocados and prepare some pico de gallo or just grab some salsa from the store. And I recommend using about 3 avocados to about a cup or a cup and a half of the hummus. So now I'm gonna mash up the avocados using a masher. You can also use a whisk if you don't have it, or a fork. We're just gonna kind of give it a little mash here. And then to that mixture, we're gonna add some chopped cilantro or parsley, your choice, some fresh salsa, and about a cup of this hummus with the garbanzo beans. So what we have here is our mashed up avocado. We have pico de gallo or salsa and a little bit of that cilantro from our garden. We're gonna put a cup and a half of this prepared garbanzo bean hummus right in there. Looks good, creamy. And then if wanted, you can put in some fresh cut pepper. Just a little goes a long way. And then we're gonna mix that all up. So here's our finished guacamus. Oh, wait, what is it?
Guacamus.
Oh my God, it's guacamus. I gotta get it right one of these days. It's delicious. It needs a little more salt, so just make sure you taste it. If it needs anything, salt, pepper, a little more cilantro, you just go ahead and add it.
Should we dig in?
Let's try it.
Okay.
And here at the Ravens, we like to use vegetables instead of chips, so we're eating celery.
Dang. That's awesome.
That
That is awesome. Okay, you guys.
That's pretty darn good.
The recipe's gonna be in the next screen. Come back for more. All right, thank you. This is Sid Garza-Hillman,
Sorry.
Chef Sadhana Berkow signing off.
Bye.